Jema. Today's Satsang is Heart-gasms and Tantra. So, for some people, Tantra is not controversial at all. It means applying spirit and sadhana to sensuousness and sexuality. And for some, Tantra means a whole range of things in the Indian tradition, and even Shaktipat is Tantra. So Tantra has a wide meaning. In the West, we take it as sexual Tantra, and in the East, it's many things, including sexual Tantra, but it's not the prime focus. So with that out of the way, let's delve into Kali's Tantra. So in many neo-tantric circles, you're asked in a workshop or a weekend retreat to see the divine in your partner, to see your partner. If my partner's a woman, I see Shakti in her, and she sees Shiva in me. And we try to lose the individual identity and merge with the divine by seeing the opposite gender in the other god, goddess, and merge into one, into union yoga. So Tantra at its best is something like that, let's say, from all the traditions and all the different things. That's what, that's sort of what they were after, right? We can reach the divine through our senses. That's what Tantra in the broad scheme also encompasses. So we can reach it through art, we can reach it through music, we can reach it through eating, we can reach it through sport, we can, anything is available for us, our emotions, our thoughts, as an access point to the divine, because it's all divine. Yeah. So sex and sexuality and intimacy is also divine. It's part of creation. It's a fundamental part of creation. So we can say from the Shakti, it's inseparable. There's no, the creative force, the dynamic intelligence, the love, Jema, is all about that. It's the power of creation, also the power of destruction, also the power of maintenance. But we cannot segregate the power of creation, that part which is in all of us. So, like the rest of this yoga, Kali's yoga, we try not to superimpose our understanding or vision or inspiration even onto the meditative plane. Instead, we're in a mode of surrender and allowing and receptivity, but the structure and the format kind of inform what's being called for or what's being intuited. So you don't have to see your partner as Shakti or Shiva. Like, I see Anne, but I know it's supposed to be Shakti, but I see Anne and her face and her eyes and her teeth and her hair and her field and her love, and how do I put Shakti on top of that? And if it's not happening naturally, like the rest of our yoga, don't do that, because that's a fantasy or a superimposition or creating new samskaras, we can say. So in our yoga, the tantric couple just sit and meditate together. But the intention or the structure, what little structure there is completely different. It's not trying to get somewhere, go somewhere, have a longer, better orgasm, have multiple orgasms, all that. It can happen. But it's not about that really. It's about connecting with the divine, and the orgasm or lack of orgasm or even physical contact is not the point. So can you sit across from your partner and just be in a meditative state, and whatever happens, happens, whatever the divine energy, the Shakti expresses herself is equally amazing for you, whether it results in greater physical contact or no contact at all, and everything in between. Same. It's not the point. So even with no physical contact, amazing sexual energy can arise between partners or just alone. The partner within, the Shiva Shakti within, the daimonism within us all as our male and female sides. So our Tantra focuses on that, on the divinity, and instead of superimposing, you just allow until it naturally happens. So naturally, if you've watched any of the prior videos, singing arises over here, and I'm singing to Ma, and I'm also in Bhav, which I know I am Ma, both. So I am singing to myself, if you want to look at it that way. I am the whole universe, including the song. And that arises naturally. Then I see Shakti in the other, feel Shakti in the other. No superimposition, it just happens. I'm singing to Kali, I'm singing to Shakti spontaneously. And it doesn't matter who it is, you know, it's just Shakti. And the beautiful thing is, if that starts happening naturally in an intimate context, it probably will start happening in a non-intimate context and exteriorly. So, for example, we should try to see the divine in everyone. Yeah, but it's tough with a critical ego around criticizing everyone. But when it just happens naturally, because that's the way the sadhana is progressed. Wow, you know. And then when you see the divinity in everyone, or in more and more people, or more and more things, they see it in you. It's like that. Whereas you go in with judgment and criticism and contraction, probably comes right back at you. So our Tantra is focused on merging with the divine, your highest self, the love that you are and the love you've always been. And then we can our physiology and our psyche reorient themselves. So one can have explosions of orgasm from any point in the body, including the whole body, including every pore, every cell, including your heart chakra, including your throat chakra, including your second chakra, including your first chakra. So this immense power and pleasure is available anywhere in your body, but it's not something you try to achieve. It's happening naturally as a result of the love and the joy that you're sharing, the Shakti. So it just unfolds like that. And the orgasms and the joy and the love and the vulnerability that one feels when one is having a heart orgasm or a heart-gasm is indescribable. It's like if someone hits you with a feather, you might burst into tears. You're so exposed, you're so vulnerable. You're having contractions in your heart, your physical heart chakra, or like your body here, but it's more energetic, your heart chakra. And it makes you more and more sensitive, each contraction, just as if you were having a genital orgasm. But in the heart orgasm, I don't know, it's just, what can one say? It has a different quality, obviously. Both are great. One's a little more subtle. One's a little more heart-centered. The other's a little more dense and more powerful, more gross, maybe. You could look at that gross, like meaning denser. So, but all amazing, you know, an orgasm from your throat chakra, trust me, like, wow, incredible. So this is what's possible in this, we could say, deity Tantra or Kali Kundalini Tantra. It's beyond what conventional Neo-Tantra is offering about, all this willful practices. Everyone's offering practices. And this is not that. We're surrendering to Kali, to love, to Shakti, and engaging from the core of our being and just allowing and being receptive. We could say it's the feminine Tantra. And another beautiful thing about heart-gasms is they're transmittable. So maybe your partner has never had one before, you're having them, it's easily can happen like that. No training necessary. One heart sees the other heart and remembers like that. Jai Ma, Om Ma, Vama, Bhakta Om Shakti Ma, Hail Mary, full of grace. We are all love. Jai Ma, Jai Ma.